Hello, welcome back to United Ed Adventures. Manchester United suffered a heartbreaking loss in the first match of the Premier League 2026-27 in Hull City. Who was to be blamed for that kind of performance on a 2-0 scoreline where we lost? On the performance or the stats of this game, on the expected goal, we had 1.83 over Hull City, who had 1.01. Actually, we expected to have more goal, but we didn't have even a single goal. On the ball possession, we had 72% and Hull City had 28. We had 21 shots and Hull City had 8. They had 4 on target and we had 5. They actually managed to score or score 2 out of 4. That means they were very clinical. They had 3 big chances and we just had 2. On the goal, on a corner kick, they had 6 and they had just 1. On the first half, where they managed to get the two goals, they had 29% of possession and they had 71, and they managed to convert 2 goals. They had 4 on target and we had just 2. We had 1 big chance and they had 3 big chances. You can see all activities, all performances was happening. All the damage was caused on the first half. When we went to second half, we had 72% of possession and they had 28. They had 0 on target and we had 3. We didn't even convert any. On the big chances, we had 1 and we had 5 corner kicks. If you go to individual performances, I'm going to go on the Manchester United side. Lamens managed to get 6.5. He had really good performance on depending on how he had to stop some of the shots. Although some of them could have been prevented from the back line, that means Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Heaven didn't do a very good job. But although it's just the first match of the Premier League 2027, we expect them to improve because they really acknowledge that there was a disconnect, and I hope they are going to change that. On the back line, we had Shaw, we had Heaven, we had Maguire, we had Mazraoui. On the rating, I'll give Luke Shaw 7 point. No, you cannot get 7. I think you give him 6 on depending on the performance. Although because he could have done better, but let him stick with 6. Heaven didn't do too much. This lad needs some coaching and mentoring, so I'll give him 5.5. Maguire had some brilliant dribbling. He had actually 2 dribbles, successful dribbles against the opponent, where Bumo and Cunha didn't have even a single one. So I'll give him a solid 6.5. Mazraoui, he was on that side, he did too much, but still I am giving them a chance of improving on the next match. So that means I'll give him a 6. On the midfield, our midfield was overtaken by all players from Hull City. That means Santos and Tielemans. We need a solid defensive midfielder. I think Carlos Baremba, who has been signed, has been going that kind of dirty work on stopping the shots coming in the box. So on the Santos, I'll give him a 6, and Tielemans, I'll give him a 6 as well. So that is my rating on that performance. On the wingers, Dogu didn't have a very good start of the season. He had a booking, and also some of the shots that were brought in the box, if a clinical finisher was there, could have scored a lot of goals. That means Dogu was not very clinical and he was actually substituted. Bruno on the midfielder, he had, oh my God, how do I describe him? He was there, but he was not visibly performing depending on his expectation and how he has been performing on the previous appearances on the last season. So I'll give him a 6.5 himself. Bumo, he had some good magic, but still didn't manage to score. I'll also give him a 6. Cunha, who was the front line, oh my God, we didn't have too much to do up there. So our front line didn't do much, so I'll give him a 6. we had some substitutions. Rashford came in on the midfield, after the first half. That means on the halftime. That means he came second half. I'll give him 6.5. He had some brilliance. He brought some energy, but also he didn't score. Andre Santos was substituted by Sesko, and I can tell for a fact this kind of midfield need to be refurbished, whatever it is, so that we get some good performances in that place. Maino came in for Tielemans. Maino was actually more than Santos and Tielemans, so I'll give him a 6.57. Dalot, to be honest, I don't know, some of these substitutions came in, they were not even necessary. We could have actually pushed to score a goal. Dalot, giving him a 6 is actually a bonus for him. I'll give him a 5.5. Zielinski came in for 80th minute. This boy he was in that wing, but still, we still need more clarity. So, in that kind of performance, we need to have a conversation. It's actually the first match of the Premier League 2026, and we expect to have this kind of opponents, low block opponents coming on our right. I believe the next match which is going to be a performance or a kickoff that is going to be positive on next weekend. Let's know who going to be appearing to be a star and helping us winning the second match. Don't forget, Ahmad was not in this mix. If he was there, I believe Ahmad brings some energy, momentum, and he's very objective on making sure that we make a scoring. So believe me, if Ahmad will be fit, I'll always push for him to come, being on the lineup, coming against this kind of opponent, because Ahmad is a really good dribbler and also a threat on the back line of most of the teams. Leave the conversation really going. Don't forget to subscribe, and then let's go this journey together. Tomorrow I'll come and share my my fantasy league and tell you how much I got. And then we made some predictions earlier on. We also come and review them, and then we can know what to do next. See you on the next, and don't forget to subscribe.